yes, got a new camera. Yes, I know. Have I sorted it out yet? No. Oh, hold on, I can't see my left leg or my right leg or anything else because we're having to do ready shit and play.
Ahoy hoy!
Ahoy hoy!
He's Straw.
Parker!
Together we are
The
Battle
Hammer.
Hammer.
And today we would like to take a minute of our time and your time to talk about the things that are most important to the planet, which is namely trees.
I love trees.
I
Trees
love
are great.
trees. I like them. They're big.
They're better
and
than
they're
people.
green. They are better than people. You know why? Because they don't answer back and they allow you to do whatever you want, even pissing up against them. Because there are people that don't like being pissed up against.
No, it's true. I'm one of those people. Aren't I?
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh,
Too late. Right. Today, this is episode 2 of First Thoughts. And today, our first thoughts are about
Geeks.
Geeks.
I like Geeks.
What the
Geeks
fuck are
good.
Geeks? They're asking themselves.
Guild identity cards.
They could have named that a little bit better. They could have said cards that you use for your guild.
Yeah. So a new thing that they're doing now.
Not official yet, is it?
It's not 100% official, but it's definitely something they're bringing.
I think it's
forward.
a great idea.
I think this is probably, although they haven't said it's a playtest, I think it's probably a little bit mid playtesty.
Well, it's probably more than playtesty if we've got hold of them.
Oh yeah.
Because let's face it, we are geeks.
So each guild has 3 cards to choose from, and you choose them at the start of the game, and then you do the thing on the card that it says to do in the game. There.
So if I can be asked, at this point, a card will flip
Bam.
up, and you will see what the card says. There's 2 points of the card. There's the text, which is one effect, and there's the little symbol in the bottom corner, the little first aid symbol. That's a second effect. Now you get to use both of those. Both of those. But you only get to choose one of them cards. So what we're going to do is just take 4 hours out of our daily lives
Well,
to go through the Geeks with you.
with you,
And you.
but not you.
No, not you. We don't like you. Get your coat, fuck off. But just our first thoughts. Now we've played 2 games with the cards. We did Blacksmiths v Alchemists, where we both had a card. If you've already watched the thing, you'll know our thoughts on that. And then we played Brewers against Alchemists.
Yep.
Again, we used the cards.
Yes.
Again, you will know our thoughts on that. What we're going to do is just take a moment of everybody's time,
To discuss them.
all of them.
All of
Not
them.
just the one that you've all seen for each guild, but
Because now there's 3 for each guild.
All of-
You have now. Here's an important thing: you have to pick one. You
Have
can't-
to.
You can't go vanilla and not pick one. You have to pick one.
why do people say that? Vanilla.
Because it's a sexual thing. It's like if you're not into any kinks, if you don't like whips and chains, you're considered to be vanilla because it's like a plain ice cream.
I never have plain ice cream. I always have mint choc chip.
Well, there you
That's
go. So
my
you're
vanilla.
Not, you're not vanilla.
I'm a mint choc chip kind of bloke. What are your thoughts on ice creams? No. Right. So, first thoughts. First guild we've got hold of is the Alchemists. Go.
So they have 3 cards. You know why they have 3 cards? Because everyone has 3 cards. First card is Led to Gold. Once per turn, when the friendly team has at least 2 ongoing effect AoEs on the pitch, and a friendly model scores a goal, the friendly team gains 1 additional victory point
Now,
and it heals 2.
that's pretty good for them. Because if you've got Vitriol in your team, who's your superstar striker, and all of your other people that are flinging AoEs about till the cows come home, it's a guaranteed extra point.
So pretty much a 5-point goal, yeah.
Did you have that one?
No, I didn't. I didn't choose it because it's got a health rating of 2. So the
That's
number
the
in the bottom
balance.
corner is your health rating. So I could only ever heal 2 hits
'Cause when we
with what would you call it? A come on mate or a take a breather.
Because when we've spoken to Matt or anything before, it's always about choices and balance in this game. And I like the way that you're getting 1 card, but you still get 2 choices
Yeah.
on that 1 card.
True.
And I like that. So, lead to gold. What's chemical resistance, Parker?
When a friendly guild model suffers condition damage, reduce the damage suffered by 1. That allows you to heal 4 with a
The normal
momentum spend. I took that in the last game we played, and whilst I wouldn't say it was super useful, because it did probably save me 3 hits. Potentially could have saved me another 3 hits if I'd have activated, if I'd made more use of Crucible, and or even Venin as well. That would have saved me even more hits. But the important thing is it's a heal 4.
That is a card that is screaming for Venin to get his arse on the pitch.
Yeah. So already you've got a heal 2 and a heal 4. So decision wise,
it's 2 hits overall. Is that a big deal? Is that a big deal? I think it is.
Yeah.
And the last one?
Watch the world burn. Enemy models suffering 1 or more conditions which take damage in the maintenance phase suffer an additional +1 condition damage.
Now I can vouch for that one. You might not think it's a lot, but when you've got someone sitting there who's, I don't know, on fire and poisoned,
and instead of taking 3 damage, they're taking
4.
Or even just poison. Poison goes from 2 to 3. Or even just burning. Burning goes from 1 to 2. It effectively doubles in potency. It's a big deal.
Really is an awesome card.
But you can only heal 3.
Again, it's making
that balance.
That balance, isn't it? So out of those, which is your...
Well, I think...
Depending on your team, obviously, I suppose.
Yeah. Depends on your team. I think, for me, Lead to Gold, the first one we talked about, because you're only healing 2, I'm not comfortable with having, like, if I really need... if you start...
Come on, mate,
what,
2 hits?
Yeah.
2 fuck, yeah.
And I noticed in the first game we played, I took Watch the World Burn, so I was only healing 3, and I did use those... I didn't use momentum to heal, because it just felt like 3 wasn't worth it. It's like, well, why bother?
Yeah.
I'll just not spend momentum on that.
You just keep it for someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, given the teams that I've played so far with them, a smoke team, Watch the World Burn, I'm probably going to use because the +1 condition damage is really cool. And then
I know you can't see them, but I'm putting them like that just in case I can be bothered to get them on the screen for you.
And a Midas team with people like Crucible and Venin and OG Cat. I'm probably going to use that chemical resistance.
Makes perfect sense.
Because then, and a big part of it is the heal rate in the bottom corner. I think that's as important as the text, if not more. In some
now that's
cases.
funny you say that, because when we go on to the Ella Brewers,
bullshit, bullshit.
So we've got 3 cards like everybody else. Why have we got 3 cards?
Because everyone gets 3 cards. You get 3 cards, you get 3 cards, and so do you.
Oh, even you.
Even you.
Right, so we have got another round. Which is once per turn, a friendly guild model can use a heroic play without spending a momentum point. I'll tell you what, when you consider how many heroic plays the Brewers have got, that's a fucking awesome card. And it's 4 healing.
Yeah, which is the original amount of healing in the game.
That's an awesome card.
And it does mean that you can use those heroic play, or a heroic play, even if you... It's not like the card that you get in the plot card deck where you can use it, you can spend a point but you get your point back. You can do it without spending a point. So you can do it first activation of a turn.
Yep.
You can do it turn 1 if maybe you're kicking out. You don't necessarily have access to the ball to generate momentum.
Yeah.
But you can just do that.
Yep.
So someone like Spigot with his +2 move to everyone.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's a nice card. Now this is one I looked at for the first time and we both sort of sat there and scratched our heads a bit about it, and then all of a sudden the wording just leapt out at us. It's called Happy Hour. Deep, 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 deep. Yeah, no. Kapla. Right, Happy Hour. The card just simply says the target number test for all models making a shot is +1.
Yes.
That was it. And all of a sudden we're like, why the fuck would the Brewers want to take... It's all models. Not the Brewers. All
so you
models. So
both
you get
teams,
the other team drunk.
Everyone gets a bit pissed and it's harder for everyone to score goals. If you're playing with
Alright, Fish.
Tapper and Hooper and you just want to get in there and turn people into paste,
That's your card. Hands down.
Your card,
if you're not going to go for the scory game, you're going to go for the hurty game. take
all
that.
of a sudden you need 5s to score goals instead of 4s. That's a big deal.
And it's full healing, so
4 healing still
doesn't
is
change.
average.
Then we get bring it on, bring it on now, bring it on, bring it on now. See, I did change some lyrics there, so go me. Right, so once per turn, when a friendly guild model inflicts the taken out condition on an enemy model while the enemy model is engaged by 2 or more other friendly models, the friendly team gains +1 additional victory points.
Gang fuck, gang fuck, gang fuck. This is all about the gang.
That's all
fucks.
it is. It should just scrub that out.
Should
But
just
gang
be called
fuck.
gang fuck. Yeah.
I'm going to change that. I'm going to do my own cousin, gang fuck. Because brewers, what they specialise in, ganging up and smashing your face in.
With your 2-inch melees and your big sticks.
So that's what they usually do, right?
Yeah.
So that's okay. So they're going to get an extra victory point out of it. More importantly, though, the healing number is 5. You're right there, mate.
No.
You want to know the
I
back?
don't like it. I don't like
5.
it. I don't like it. Yeah, so...
Just take a second to let that sink in. 5 healing.
And 5 healing is 5, so that's only +1, but actually, you know, you can come on, mate, and you can take a breather, lad, so that's 10. Bearing in mind that you've got access to things like Glinus Mash, you've got Tough Hide, at least twice in the Brewers.
If you're playing a beaty brewer team, that's the one to fucking take.
That's a good one to take.
So,
and the extra VP, I mean, especially if you're playing a Tapper Hooper list,
it's
then,
3 points for a takeout.
you know, you can get Tapper in, get Scum in. Tapper nearly kills them. Scum just walks in and just stands there, and then Hooper goes in and finishes them off.
Or fucking Scum gets a sick'em.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So far that's the Alchemists and Brewers. So what
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna do,
notice a theme is the extra victory points. So it's not other ways of it's not other ways of scoring victory points. You can't score extra victory points for doing something that's not
a takeout or a goal.
But it is more victory points, which we've seen in other things like Casket and Veteran Catalyst and the Bear and shit.
And now it's interesting because has this been done to change the game up, or has it been done to get the tournaments over with quicker?
I do think
interesting thought.
that these are going to make games quicker.
I think they will.
Because you've got extra VPs coming,
Yep.
and you've got potential for less healing,
Yes.
so you're more likely to die quicker. So I think games are going to be over quicker, in a general sense.
But still
But
very much
fair,
fun.
still
fun.
balanced. Yeah.
So we'll now do butchers.
So this is we've played both of these teams,
We
so
did.
now we're more interested in stuff. But I haven't played the butchers with these.
Phew. Phew is all I will say on this matter. So
You'll do that way around.
well,
So take it to there's an apostrophe.
That means them.
Them. Once per turn, when a friendly guild model makes an attack that inflicts the taken out condition on an enemy model that was within 8 inches of the enemy goalpost, the friendly team gains an additional victory point. So really, it rewards you for pushing up to the opponent's goal line and making people dead. And then you score extra victory points, which is good.
But
But it's only a 2 heal.
that's the one.
Re-emphasising the glass cannonishness, the glass canonicity.
Canonicity?
Canitude.
Canonic?
The glass canonification
Canonification.
of the butchers.
It's
Like,
powerful, but it
yeah, the extra
balances
victory
out
point is nice.
really nice.
And I wonder if, because an important thing that we probably haven't mentioned is that you play these face up.
Your opponents know what they are.
You play them face down, and then at the start of the game you play them face up, so you don't know before the decision is made. Once the decision is made, so does that mean you're then more likely to leave your goal area to make sure
to not
I don't
give
get
you
the
your
extra
victory point?
But then if you do that, you're further in the game, and then I'm more likely to be able to kill you.
Now I'm finding just through these first few cards we've gone through, it's suddenly changed the game, so you are more
There's more
active. You're getting in there. Whereas I know a lot of people have had a little about the way the deployment was changed in some of the other. Now yes,
liked it.
some of it was harsh. I mean, having rage starting here is fucking horrific for anyone. But these, it's a subtle little change, and I think that is a really nice thing to have.
Yeah, and I think it brings an individuality to the teams. And
Oh,
even
God, yes,
when
yeah.
you play the same teams as someone else, you might pick a different team, and suddenly that changes how that team plays.
Because you've looked at the cards, and they are all fundamentally different.
Yeah.
So that was take it to them
them.
for 2 points. You know, 2 points on your healing. But you got to get up there and smack them.
The next one is Bloodthirst.
Oh, I hate
this is the
this
one we've
one.
seen originally, isn't it?
This
It's
is
the previous one we saw.
horrible.
Friendly guild models gain Life Drinker. So all of your butchers suddenly have Life Drinker, which means every time they damage someone, they heal a hit. They don't. It's only a heal
Just
of 2,
hope they
but
have
you
a-
don't care.
Just hope they
because-
put a fucking Union player in there. Just go, oh, you
No.
don't get it. But
No,
yeah.
that's pretty
Fuck.
pretty strong
And
because
is that on every hit?
every time you damage with a playbook damage result. Playbook damage result. So it's not there's not character plays. It's not it's not character plays. Not pushes or anything. It's specifically playbook damage result. But that's what you want to be doing most of the time anyway.
Yeah, hurting people.
And
So
then you
they
get to
get
keep
hit
your
point.
then you get to keep your momentum because you're not spending on healing.
Awesome. That's a
pretty
fucking
good.
awesome
That I'm
card.
looking forward to trying out.
I, funnily am, not. But yes, it's only the 2 points for healing. But I think we can all say that's pretty awesome.
Tactical elimination.
Elimination.
Once per turn, when a
radiation.
friendly guild model inflicts the taken out condition on an enemy model that it is in possession of the ball marker, a friendly team gains an additional victory point.
Nice. I like that. Instead of going for the tackle, you go for the kill. Ball doesn't bounce away. You've still got the ball,
I like
and
it.
you get an extra VP. What's there not to like?
I like it. I mean, it's
Ah.
a health rating 3, which is actually the highest. So this was a thing I mentioned on the Facebooks when they first dropped these. So now this is the first team we've seen so far
With a 2, 2, and a 3.
with a 2, 2, and a 3. So the maximum they can ever heal
It's
is 3. So it really emphasises that glass cannoniness of this particular team.
Well,
the
it just
Butchers.
means when you play your butchers, you get in hard, fast. You attempt to just destroy them all. Game over. You want it over as quickly as you can. Bit like sex. You
Yeah,
just want it over, done with, out of the way.
have a nap.
Have a nap and maybe a sandwich.
For me, I mean, again, I haven't used them
For me.
on the Butchers, so I don't know specifically. But I think for me, it's probably going to be Bloodthirst.
Bloodthirst is fucking crazy, you know.
Because killing someone with the ball, generally speaking, if they've got the ball and they don't want you to have the ball, they're going to be moving that person out of the way anyway. I think there's going to be a lot of positioning that's going to be like, well, he's got the ball, right, I'll try and attack him. I don't want to knock him down. He'll probably get a counter because I haven't knocked him down. You know, shenanigans. That I've got to be up in your right up here,
Right
in
in
your
the
grill,
grill.
to be able to do something about it.
But that-
Bloodthirst is just delicious.
It's the one. That is
For me, I mean, obviously we haven't played them.
Depends on how you play your butchers, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That, in my mind, is a fucking.
Of course, the
awesome
issue
card.
you've got with that is that because it's Life Drinker, you have to do damage. So people who have activated earlier in the turn, you can't then come and make them for 2, or rather, you can come and make them for 2, but then you have, ideally you want them to hit someone who's activated already.
Yeah.
If they're attacking someone who hasn't. But then I think that's going to be almost
Yep.
like a balance between, so this turn I'm going to activate these people early, they're going to get hit, and the next turn I'm going to activate the other people early.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of tactics in there.
Very nice, very nice. Right, so moving on to the Blacksmiths, the latest guild of doom and gloom and awesomeness.
Hashtag broken blacksmiths.
Hashtag fucking awesome. I can win with them. Hello! They must be broken.
They must be broken.
I
You
said
said
good day, sir!
Good
so,
day.
we get
I said good day, sir.
3 cards. Why do we get 3 cards?
Because everyone gets 3 of your earth cards.
So we get...
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Late bloke, we get Strike right here.
Right now,
I love this card actually. Once per turn, when a friendly apprentice model model's attacks inflict the taken out condition on an enemy model, while the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's area, the enemy model is in a friendly master's melee zone, the friendly team gain +1 victory point. It's awesome. It's a lovely little card because, let's face it, a lot of the time you want your apprentices near your masters to get the armour buff. So if they're in there, feel all right, mate?
No.
Feel all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. So if you're in there and you're taking someone out and you get an extra VP,
It does suit the blacksmiths because you've got. I mean, I'm making the obvious example, but say Anvil goes in, does some damage after they.
I got 2 points out of this card.
You did
in our
get 2
game.
points out.
I did.
So Anvil goes in, does the setup. Sledge goes in, finishes someone off,
Extra
and then
point.
you get an extra victory point. But you can only heal 3.
But you can only heal 3. So then we get.
But it's pretty strong. I'm not going to lie.
Now this one, I sit there and think about this one a lot, and I can think of a way I would use it. It's called Passing the Mantle. So once per game during the maintenance phase, the controlling player may select a different friendly master model on the pitch to become the captain. Let that sink in. You only get to do it once, but you can change your captain.
That's pretty.
Now, Ferrite is my captain of choice for any fucking team. I don't care what the team is, she should be there because she's fucking awesome. But if I'm playing against a team like the Butchers that I know are going to be smashing me in the face real quick, maybe I let Anvil be the captain to start with, just to like give a little bit of buffs here and there, and then suddenly change to Ferrite. Psh, off she goes.
And it does then give you access to the legendary play on potentially two captains, which is really strong. Which is really strong. Or you could score a goal with Ferrite.
And then just go, right, that's it, pass the
She's
mantle.
done what she's going to do.
Pass the mantle.
Scored a goal waiting around here for a snapshot or an easy goal. And then Furnace goes in. And
once she's scored that first goal, you don't need her to be the captain. You can drop her down to 2 points. And she can sit up here on 3s, 2s, chest the ball down, bam, snapshot. And then just put Furnace as your captain. Everyone gets Searing Strike. Every point of damage you're doing.
And he's got a 2-inch melee.
And he's got 2-inch melee.
With, what's the... He doesn't have a knockdown on 1 like...
No, he hasn't got a knockdown on 1. I think he's knockdown on 3. But it's a 3 heal, so... but for me, so far that card has worked really well. Then you get Tough as Nails. So it's 4 points of healing, which is standard. But then, once per turn, when a friendly guild model suffers the knocked down condition, the model may gain +1 armour until the end of the current activation.
That's pretty good.
Now, when you consider that all the blacksmiths are on like pretty good armour,
all of the armour,
that Anvil.
Yeah, Anvil.
2 4s if he's knocked down.
Oh god, he isn't.
Morning, morning, and it's 4 healing.
Yeah, and you might pick it for the 4 healing if not. You know, if you don't want
Yeah.
either of these two. You
If
can pick
for
it
nothing
the 4
else,
healing.
purely because it's the 4 healing, and you get that little added armour if you were knocked down. Against Brewers, that'd be great.
And it's there's a tactical decision because it's once per turn, and you only get to the end of the activation.
Yes.
So if I move in with, I don't know, someone who knocks you down, and they've only got 1 attack on you, it's not worth using. However, do you see what I mean? If I say if you send something to knock down you, it's only until the end of that current activation.
Now, what you've got to consider at this point, as we're going through these, is these are literally our first thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are number crunchers out there, and there are those of you that I could name. You. And especially you, that will go, oh no, but I think you'll find, ooh, fucking hell, ooh. But come on, none of us have played the game with the cards yet, so let's give them a bit of a try, shall we? Because I think these are a fantastic lot of fun. I really do.
And we don't know how. We don't know if they're going to change them again. So maybe we'll do.
I'm a bit scared that the way we're going through it, it's you, me on our teams. That's rather nice.
We do play a lot of teams.
We do. So, up next,
the hashtag Fun Farmers.
Hashtag broken Windle.
So, I'm going to do these in an order. First one is Healthy Living.
Is there such a thing? I think not.
Friendly non-captain guild models gain +1 attack whilst within 1 inch of one or more friendly harvest markers.
Do fucking what?
+1 attack. I'm saying +1 attack.
That's fucking horrible. I don't like that. Ooh, 3 healing.
It's only a heal of 3.
Is it that useful? You'd like to say no, wouldn't you? You'd like to go, well, that's all right. But when you consider the farmers and the way that fucking harvest markers are all over the pissing place, you're always going to be.
It does want you to put harvest markers out a lot and not take them back for influence. You want to leave them out so that people can potentially get buffs from these.
Is that a choice?
It might be a decision to make, yes.
Oh!
I think it is.
Someone's thought about that.
Friendly non-captain, so no Thresher, sadly.
Fuck you, Thresher, you fucking dick.
And you've got to be within 1 inch, which is, you know, pretty close.
What does Taters need to be in for his...
2. But if he's getting a free charge, then it's a free charge and he's going to be out of that anyway.
I was wondering if you could do it so he charges and he ends up near one.
Well, you could. Jack Straw could throw one out nearer them, so that then when they move in, he could get that. And it may well be that you put them there. There's a way. I mean, you could bait your opponent and say, "Well, there's a harvest marker there. If I'm near it."
Is that anything
then...
like bear baiting? Because bear baiting was fairly nasty.
No. I just mean that. Right. So you could put a harvest marker there.
Yep.
Knowing that I'm within an inch, I'm going to get +1 attack. Okay, well maybe I'll run over it.
I'm going to have to run over it. Or charge over it.
Or charge over it to remove it.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted you to do that because
now you're closer, so now I can fuck you with Windle in the bumhole.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a 3 for healing. So
3 healing, which isn't great.
It's not a bad card though, is it? Really?
Spirit of Cooperation. Once per turn, when a friendly Reaper model gains victory points for the friendly team, whilst within 2 inches of a friendly Planter model, the friendly team gains +1 additional victory point.
Oh, hello!
That is made for Windle.
That's Windle all over it.
Day,
He's a Reaper, isn't he?
Windle's a Reaper,
yeah.
And Grange is a Planter. So Windle goes in, he does Big Breakfast, he gets +1 victory point and another victory point. So then,
he can get 2 for a takeout.
So he gets 2 for a takeout.
1 for an extra if he's done Big
Breakfast. Extra for Big Breakfast or snack break.
Snack break, whatever it is, and then
an extra 1 for that. So then you're getting 4 victory points for a takeout.
For a takeout instead of a goal.
For a Windle takeout.
For a win, and that's basically
which is Thursday.
It's any day of the week that's got a D in that fucking letter.
Yeah.
And it's 4 on the healing. That is a Windle card. That's made for Windle.
That is all Windle all the time.
Like Windle wasn't hard enough as it is.
But then you'll have to shut them down. And then my personal favourite is the one that we've already seen, which is Eat Hearty. When a friendly model recovers to the pitch, returns to the pitch even, it immediately recovers 3 hit points. So normally when they come on with half, but you get an extra 3 hit points. However, it's healing 5.
That is fucking horrific.
Well, the farmers, they're all about having lots of hits. That's kind of their bag.
Shtick.
It's having lots of hits and a low defence, and that just suits them down to the ground. And it feels very thematic
I
to the farmers,
said
I
good
think.
day, sir.
It
Fucking
feels
5.
Like, it feels like in the same way you're... What was it called? Not passing them out.
Oh, here we go, Brewers.
No, Butchers. The strike right here. It's a thing you're going to be doing anyway. Blacksmiths, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
It's a thing you're going to be doing anyway, and it suits them.
But
this is going to, like healing, that's a thing they're going to be doing anyway, because they're all about having lots of hits. So potential to heal 10.
It's a really strong card, and I think if you're a farmer player, it's a great card.
And it's a nice one to not have to think about. Because some of these are very
you've got to set it.
Like, oh, you've got to set this up to get that, and then that up to get this, and oh, I don't know if it's going to work. Whereas that, you can just have that and just go, fine, I heal 5 hits, and they come back on with an extra 3. Don't worry about it. No takeouts for me, thank you very much.
Right then, so next we are on Engineers, who are my 3rd team.
One of your
one of my teams. So we're going to go for Tracer rounds to start with. Pew pew pew. Pew, pew, pew,
and this is one that's already been released.
Oh, is it? So once per activation, when a friendly non-Captain Guild model uses a character play, the friendly model may use bonus time without spending momentum points.
Nice.
Speaks for itself. Awesome. 3 healing. But a lot of the engineers are either tough hide or reanimate, so
Goes great with ballista. I know friendly non-captain,
yes.
but you're
Salvo,
going to be more likely
can
to
Salvo
get.
still do the thing for nothing? Because he used to be able to do a bonus time for nothing, didn't
I
he?
can't remember.
No.
But
It's a good card.
Ratchet lobbing staff.
Yeah. Oh my god, Locust.
lobbing staff. Hoist potentially stealing stuff and lobbing stuff, and then you're more likely to get that off. Once per activation, not once per turn, once per activation.
Yeah.
So suddenly they're rolling 3 dice instead of 2 dice. You're not going to get. You're less.
It's good,
you're more reliable.
It's good for those 1 dice little things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
More reliable.
Yep. So
engineers,
next one, Clockwork Perfection. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Once per turn, when a friendly guild model scores a goal using a snapshot, the friendly guild gains +1 additional VP.
Yeah.
Now, let's face it, if you're an engineer player, if you're not scoring at least 1 or 2 goals on snapshots, you ain't playing the game right, are you?
Pinvice.
Pinvice,
Snapshots.
Colossus.
Oh, Colossus. Fucking Velocity.
Anyone.
Hoist.
Anyone up
All
there.
snapshots all the time.
That's an extra VP, so that's like 5 VP.
Yeah, for a goal. I mean, 2 snapshots and a takeout.
Job done.
That's the thing.
3 healing though, so...
Also, thing to bring up that I don't know if we mentioned earlier on. So a lot of these are +1 VP for doing a thing, whether it be for a takeout or a goal or whatever. So then that makes an odd number amount of victory points, which is bad. However, mascots.
Dun dun dun!
Now you've got,
Uno Pointo.
you know, that's the 1 point that then makes that up to an even 6 or
Yep.
an even 8 or an even whatever.
Now this one is just fucking crazy, isn't it? We can rebuild them.
We have the technology.
Friendly guild models gain regenerate.
Ooh. Oh, that's fucking bonkers.
At the start of the maintenance phase, before conditions are resolved, this model may recover 2 hit points.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
Healing 2 though, but 2 and 2
But
is
then your
4.
2 and 2 is 4, and you don't have to spend the momentum.
You don't have to
if
spend
want it.
momentum. It's a great card.
It's pretty good.
There are 2 there that I would.
I reckon you'd like those 2,
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
I love those 2.
But that's good as well.
That's good as
They're all
well.
good.
That's the thing. So far we've
But
gone
again, the engineers can heal a maximum of 3.
through. That's the problem. I mean, we've gone through these cards so far, and I think in each little set of 3, there are 2 you want. I want those. I want those. No, I
Yeah.
want those now.
Both of them all.
I want them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to say I have 1 more, but fuck it. I'll have them all.
I think you said that 3
I
ago.
think I said about 3 ago. So, cheers, fella. Yes, we're having a beer. It's a day of
It's
the
a
week.
Saturday.
So, Parky's now
It
doing
is.
the fishies,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is
So
needs to
they-
play more. We
they
need to
been
play
a-
more some of the guilds we don't.
Yeah, the Fish have been a team that I've wanted to play for a long time.
But you wanted to play them in a nice way,
Oh,
unlike other people.
Well, no, I like the Fish a lot. I think they're a really fun team.
Not if you're playing against them. Why?
I like the dodgings and stuff.
But you were always more for Corsair, weren't you?
I like Corsair a lot.
Because let's face it, Shark is.
But I've seen too much Corsair in a team where he beats shit. Like Corsair, Kraken, Jack, Fangtooth,
Oh.
not Fangtooth, Avarice and Greed, just all lined up and moving up. And I'm like, that's not Fish team. Whereas when I think I had a perfect moment when I played Corsair in the centre of a team and scored a goal with Corsair and then 2
Oh, it's
snapshots of
horrible.
Corsair.
Yeah.
I scored 3 goals in 1 turn, and it was just a beautiful thing, and
It
I
wasn't
felt
against
so
me.
good. It was amazing, and I'm like, that's the Fish. That's how the Fish are. Awesome. But I've just never got around to playing them. But they're on my list of probably.
So,
next
what we
team.
got then?
So, oh mate, this one's redonk.
This is. I don't understand this. Whoever fucking come up with this card, please let me know your name and address. I'm gonna fucking hunt you down and stab you in your face. No, not really. Well, not in your face, maybe, but this is crazy.
Deflection. Once per turn. Oh, once per turn. Okay. So you can't do it the way that we thought you could do it.
But you can still.
When a friendly guild model misses a shot, the friendly team gains 2 victory points. Zang! So you miss a shot,
What?
you score 2 points. It's like a takeout.
But
You only heal 2.
But then again, do the fish ever take damage because they're too fucking slippery?
But I like the idea that you can be. I'm pointing at a fucking goal thing.
Goal? No, they can actually almost see the goal. But
So
you can
I can imagine that you can be next to the goal,
take
take
a shot,
miss the shot, get 2 victory,
victory points.
It lands next to you. You re-snap the ball and take
score a
another shot
goal,
for
4 points, 6 points
6-point activation for missing a goal.
for missing a goal.
But it is only a heal rate of 2, which is pretty shit.
But-
And it's only once per turn, so you
But they
can't
only
keep
need-
missing shots.
They need to do that fucking twice.
That's true.
2 goals, game over.
In theory. But
I
you,
want to miss the
you
goal.
want to miss the first goal to get the second one. But it's a thing, it's cool, I like it.
Yeah, as long as I can have a fucking wall built up
Um,
across my goals.
The next one is Football Champions.
Champions.
Friendly guild models gain +0, +1 kick. So get an extra inch of
Do they
range on their
really
kicks.
need an extra inch of range?
Hey, everyone needs an extra inch. Giggity. But it's a heal rate of 3. I think it's.
I don't think it's nothing really. It's not that.
Nothing. I think that's.
Let's
a
face it, a
nice-
shark is always going to shoot from here anyway, so does it really
It's
matter?
a nice mid-range. It
Yeah.
allows you to spread your team out ever so slightly more. And even in a sense, if you're thinking about your base kick range and then you get pushed, well, you're still in.
You've still got
which
the
is
kick,
quite
yeah.
nice.
That's actually a rather good point, Holly.
I'd like that. It is a heal rate of 3. And the next one is Slippery Fishes.
Because they are slippery little buggers.
Once per turn, when a friendly guild model suffers the knocked down condition, model may gain +1 defense until the current end of the current activation. Heal rate 4. That
So it's
sounds very familiar to
It's similar to the blacksmiths, but we get the armour, they get the defence.
Yep.
Which is, fine, because they're squirming about like little bitches.
I'd be tempted to take it just for the heal rate 4 on the fish team.
Yes.
Because the heal rate 4 is pretty good.
Compared to the 2 and the 3.
Compared to the 2
Yeah.
and 3, it is nice.
But it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
They.
And again, it's one of those things
they
we've been
seem
saying.
most average, but I mean, I think
Each of those cards works well for the team.
Yeah, they suit them.
It's almost like the designers have thought about it.
Almost.
Almost.
But not quite.
Almost. Right, so let's move on to the hunters.
Hunter cats.
Oh! Oh, here we go. 2, 3, 4. And I do like the way the art on the top is the same picture, but just changed at different angles.
it's
Well done,
slightly-
guys. Yeah.
Slightly different.
Zoomed in or
angles
zoomed out. Yeah, I love
and,
that.
And
That means
colours match.
You know what that means? That means one thing. You've got too much fucking time on your hands to be able to do that.
I don't
Right.
think you can have time on your hands. I think time's
On your wrist.
an abstract
Okay, so the first one.
construct.
Construct my ass. Right, so the first one is Bait the Trap.
I bet you'll track
This is a shitty one. If you're not the hunters, if you're the hunters, this is
I haven't
fucking
even looked
awesome.
at it, yeah.
So, at the end of each initiative phase, the controlling player may choose one enemy model. The enemy model suffers the snared condition. It's all very well.
No, it's not.
However, if all enemy models on the pitch are already suffering the snared condition, the friendly team gains 1 victory point instead.
Boo.
So let's face it, when you are hunters, everything you're fucking throwing out is basically snaring anyway. So if it gets to the point where you go, right, you're snared, you're snared, you're snared. Oh, little bitty boy, Billy bloody ball bag over here is not snared. Guess what? He is now.
So that, I think, is the first thing in the game.
It's not scoring and it's not
It's not
takeout.
scoring, it's not takeout, it's just a victory point.
And it's a victory point
So I think that is the first thing in the game that does that.
that
We've come across in the cards or in any other aspect
Not
of the
we can
game so
remember.
far.
But 2 healing.
Yeah, badness.
But if you're playing the hunters right, you are snaring the shivering living shit out of everything anyway.
Do you think that could be a trap? Like,
Yes.
I've got a guy who's not
Yes.
snared over here.
Yeah. You want him? Come and get him
Yeah,
for a victory point. Yeah. I think that's why it's called Bait the Trap.
because it's a trap for both
It's
sides.
it's a play on words as well.
Mm,
See what we did there? We're clever.
Puns.
We're not as fucking stupid as you lot think we are. Just
Well,
because we drink
no.
and we swear
We're not as
does
stupid
not
as,
mean
as you think we are. We're more stupid
more-
than that.
does not mean that we're stupid.
I was rolling 3s to hit when I should have been rolling 2s. That's how fucking stupid I am.
You know, we've got about 400 years gaming experience between us two.
Mm.
Right, so that's that one. I like that card. Almost makes me want to play Hunters again. Then we get Nature's Bounty. Before deploying models, I think this is going to change a few things in the future as well. So before deploying models, the controlling player selects one, no more, no less, one piece of rough ground on the pitch. For the remainder of the game, the selected rough ground is forest.
Boo.
I'm thinking that's going to change the way that you can start setting your shit up on the scenery.
So there's
because
been
normally
a
it's
lot
like bop bop bop.
So I've seen,
Especially with the new terrain box.
hey,
Plug. Oh yes.
If you like putting
If
things
you-
into walls
if you-
that take electricity, you'll love plugs.
And if you like pieces of plastic that resemble pieces of scenery for brewers or masons, you'll love. We're not doing that for you. No, we're not. No.
So this was one of the cards that was one of the first released cards. So they had one for every guild, and one for the union who aren't actually a guild, technically speaking. And people were like, "Oh, that's shit because it's shit." And I'm like, "Look, guys,
If you're using Hearn,
if you're using Hearn, and if they're depending on the setup of the table, because you don't have to pick the card until you see the setup of the table. If there's a big patch of rough ground here,
I'll
and
tell you what,
pick
I like that
side,
card. Forest.
and that's suddenly a forest, and Hearn can just appear there next to the
Scoring
goal.
goals.
It's fucking amazing.
It's a really, and it's a heal of 3, so it's actually not that bad a card. I need to play my hunters more.
The
but
average
that's-
of healing is probably brought down to about 3.
It is,
I
isn't
would-
it?
I
It
would
has come
suggest.
down a lot. It's only like so far we've had the Brewers,
Brewers have got
And
5, and the Farmers have got 5.
Farms got 5, so that's 2 with 5 so far. We'll carry on.
And a few teams do only have 3 as well.
That's probably because they're shit, to be fair. And am I wrong? No. So then we go to ground, which is once per turn, friendly guild models. Whoa!
A friendly guild model.
Once per turn, a friendly guild model may make a counter attack without spending momentum.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
That's pretty good.
What do you think the healing rate is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that fish called Bob?
208.
No, it's 4.
4.
That's
Oh, yeah,
that's
good.
basically a free counter attack every
Free counter
turn.
attack every turn. That's nice.
That's not a bad thing, is it?
And heal 4.
And
Lovely.
heal 4, that's not a bad thing, is it? A free
Not a
counter
bad
attack
thing.
is like, yeah. I think that's why I lose so many games, because I just don't understand like when to counter attack, when not to, when to defensive stance, when I just want to play the game and have some fun. I don't want to have to think too much.
I think, for me, a big part of it is knowing what's coming. Like,
That's what she said.
like if you know that Midas, for example, if you know that Midas is coming and he's going to hit you, I'll make a counter attack. Well, he's going to dodge out and then he can
And then dodge back in.
So don't bother spending the point.
Don't waste
But
it.
then on the other hand, you just don't know what your opponent's going to roll a lot of the time. And you think, haha, I'm going to make the counter attack.
We saw
And
that
then you're
earlier,
gonna
didn't we,
get a
Parky? So that's the hunters. So far we're
Hunter,
more
Hunter,
than,
Hunter cats.
we're more than halfway through, and at the moment, that's you must be loving them.
How do you feel? Let us know in the comments down below.
We've got to wait till they finish typing.
Soft and squishy.
Oh, that's just wrong. Okay, so next, here we go. Well, you're having them.
All right, I'll do
I'll
the
have
names.
them,
I'll do
and
the
then you
Masons.
can have that one at the end as fucking well. So go on then.
So this is the Masons, and I of us to play the Masons. I like the idea of Masons.
I just fucking
but
hate.
mostly because I like Honour and Harmony,
Yeah.
and I like Mallet.
But I
I
really,
don't care about
really
the rest of the team.
it's funny how you look at all the art for the game. The art is amazing. It's really, really fun. But there are certain characters when you see them, you're like, I love that picture. Like Vet Harmony. The picture is fucking lovely. I love that artwork.
I'm not a fan of the model. Well, not the model, but as in
No,
unit,
but the
table.
artwork is awesome. Obulus. I want one of their great big fucking flag things they do with Obulus on, because that's just fucking, it's just like that menacing kind of thing. I love it. I think they should do more posters. They really should do more posters. So, go on then.
Masons.
Masons, aye. Probably Northern.
First one we're going to do, Rapid Response. Once per turn, when a friendly model inflicts the taken out condition on an enemy model, the friendly model may immediately make a 4-inch dodge.
Ooh,
That's
I said
pretty
suits you,
May
sir.
immediately make a 4-inch dodge. Not at the end of the activation. Honour finishing people off and then getting out of dodge.
Into someone else.
Or
Oh,
Brick getting the
Christ.
charge, finishing someone off, moving back into a nice counter attack
Or
position.
just moving closer.
Or just moving
Oh
closer, yeah.
my god. That's wonderful. What's
That's
the...
pretty good.
That's a
Healing rate
3.
3. That's,
I
that.
think it's worth it for that.
And that feels Masony. They're tactically sound, and I know
They
that
are.
Honour's like an ex-army, so she's kind of.
You've got to fucking get that goal done.
Oh no, I do.
Got to get that. And it's for the farmers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you got the honour model yet?
Yeah, I've got the
Well, fucking crack on. Yeah. Have we got our farmers yet?
No.
Oh no. Have I got my blacksmiths yet from America? Yes. What? I've got them before. Yeah, that's a really,
I think that's really interesting.
really good, interestingly good card. Good card. I like that. It's only a 4-inch dodge, but it's immediately after you've done a takeout.
So you can then dodge out of somewhere.
Oh,
into somewhere
fucking
else. Wait to someone
Mallet.
on one hit.
Goes in with his 3 inches,
Oh.
finishes someone off, gets another 4 inches.
Dodge over there
That's
somewhere.
not 7-inch extra threat range.
Or even if you. I mean, obviously it's all set up and bullshit. But if you can get Flint to go and finish someone off, and they're
Flint.
on 1 and 2 hits, then he gets a 4-inch dodge, so he slices the goal.
Yes, that is a really
Positioning.
shitty little card. That's really good. I like that. That's good.
So
Good
that's a healing rate of
reposition.
3. Then we've got It's a Brick House. It mighty mighty, letting it all hang out. It's a brick house.
We should not be allowed to film anything ever, should we?
No,
No. Right, go on in.
but the internet made it real. Once per
It's your
turn,
fault.
when a friendly guild model makes an attack that inflicts a taken out condition on a mini model that is within 3 inches of the centre of the pitch, the friendly team gains +1 additional victory point. 3 inches. I mean, you've got to be in the middle.
But if you're in the fucking Masons, you're going to be clumped in that kind of area anyway,
and,
aren't you?
and of course, one thing you've got to appreciate that we haven't necessarily mentioned is you get to see your opponent's team before you play this card. So if you're playing against butchers and or brewers, and you know they're going to be a ball
Brickhouse.
of death in the middle, then well, you know.
If you're going against fish or something, you'd probably take rapid response because it gives you that extra 4 inches.
Yeah.
So if you've managed to smash one of them into fucking pieces,
So he'll rate 3, but there's definitely potential.
that's actually, I think that's going to be.
I don't know enough of the Masons playbooks to know whether pushes are
I think that's
strong
gonna
enough to be able to move people towards the centre before you.
I think that's going to be a very underrated card. That's my
Potentially.
personal opinion. I think that's going to be a very, very strong card for the Masons.
Yeah,
See, Masons, strong card. See what I did there?
yeah. Well. Third and final card for the Masons. Why do they get 3 cards?
Because
Everyone
everybody
gets
gets 3
3
cards.
Built to last. When a guild model uses defensive stance, it gains +1 armour in addition to +1 defence.
What? Oh,
Yep.
and
And
healing.
it's a heal rate 4. So that's your vanilla version of the card.
That's
if you like.
someone who really like.
Can I just also combo that with the brace for impact, so that you've got stoic, tough hide, +1 armor, +1 defense for 1 momentum. I mean, yeah, you've got to have both cards in
Fucking
there,
hell.
but that's a pretty good. I mean, you just like set up a line, people charge you,
Go on then.
they bounce off.
Boink. That's
You're done.
fucking crazy. It's a good card. That's a couple of really strong cards
Yeah.
there, isn't there?
Yeah,
Good card. We like that. And again, 4 healing.
dude, yeah, that's
You.
that's now
That's
That is
really.
now not your average. Your average is now not 4. In the same way that in the world, the average person has less than 2 legs.
Damn it! I'm above the
You're
average.
above average
Yes.
because you work out the average. You count the amount of people with 2 legs, you count the amount of people with less than 2 legs, and you divide the first by the second, and therefore most people, the average person has 1.789 legs, right?
Have you seen the way you limp?
So the average hits is 3.
Okay, so back to one of mine. My first love of the game. You bastards. I want to get back to you. So where you going?
I just didn't want to hear that.
Shut up.
Bullshit.
I want to get back to them so much, but at the moment I'm having so much fun with the Brewers and the Blacksmiths. So we're going to start with. It's obviously the Morticians. We get near-death experience.
Right.
So, friendly guild model may use take a breather to remove all conditions once per turn.
Yeah.
And may also use take a breather to recover 3 hit points once per turn.
That's...
You get to do both of them. One on you, one on someone else.
No, take a breather. It's both on you, eh? Oh, fucking, I can't remember.
No,
which one's
take a
fucking
breather
which.
is on you. And take
Yeah,
a breather.
take a
It's
breather.
both on you.
It's both on you.
It's the other one is.
Come on, mate.
Come on, mate.
Come on, your mate.
Oh my. That's
Shows
even.
that this is us knowing the rules.
This might makes it more fun though, doesn't it? You know, you don't want someone going yum 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 yum, because you're watching this. Because
Yeah. So you can spend a point of momentum to remove conditions from yourself, and then spend
And
a point
then-
of momentum to
but
heal 3 hits.
you'll only be healing 3 hits. That's still pretty fucking awesome.
That's pretty efficient, though, as far as momentum spend.
That's a good efficiency spend. See what we did there? We are fucking
Boom.
awesome.
With your
That's
face and my not so face.
would still wouldn't make a whole human potato. That's a good card.
With your brains and his brawn, and I'm here as well.
Hello, we get brawny brain nothing. So that's
Although brawn is made out of head.
it's made of brain.
But it's head generally.
it's square shaped.
Yeah, and you make it out of all of the head.
I used to kick them about the warehouse.
Nice.
Right, inheritance tax. Each time an enemy model suffers the taken out condition, one guild friendly model within 4 inches may be allocated 1 influence. Now, does allocation take it above your normal?
No, that's gain. But as I've seen
See,
floating
now
about
that-
on the internet, you can already now, in theory, give. Pardon me. You can, in theory, give people because you hit them to take them out, then they gain it, and then you can then hit someone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's be quite fun for Cosset. If she's not already fucking crushed to death by a small breeze happens to flow across the fucking pitch. 3 healing. That's interesting. This is my fucking card.
Yeah.
When I play Morticians, it's going to be this one. Death comes for all. No. Sorry. At the end of each turn, if 3... Why 3?
Because everyone gets 3.
Because it says on the card.
Oh.
Or more models are suffering the taken out condition, the friendly team gains 1 victory point. That's any models.
That's bullshit.
So you kill my bird, as you do. You kill Cosset, as you do. And I've had Ghast stamp up and down on your face and kill one of yours.
you
Victory
gain a
point.
victory point. That is bullshit.
And you know what? It's healing 4.
That's wank.
That's a great Mortician card.
I said good day, sir.
Especially the way I fucking play, because I'm an idiot. But that's...
To be fair, you'll score points because 3 of your people will be dead. So at least you score a point out of
Hello!
it.
I'm never going to get 12-0
No.
again.
No, exactly.
I said good day, sir. Again, good
I
cards.
said good day, sir.
I don't think out of all of those, that's what 30. That's 30 cards. This is the last 3. I don't think there's any card in there. If I was playing any of those teams, I really wouldn't want. So the last, the Dirty
Union, dirty Union.
Next is the Scrubbers Guild,
Dirty.
Dirty Union. I'm having nothing to do with this because I don't fucking like
You
Union.
said good days.
So go on then. What we got?
First one is raise the stakes. A friendly team gains +1 to each initiative roll. It's a heal rate of 2. Get
Again,
+1 to
it's
initiative
not
roll.
scoring a victory point for taking someone out. It's not scoring a victory point for getting a goal. It's a different buff.
It's an initiative.
It's on
thing,
initiative.
yeah.
That's the first one that's
Yeah.
been on initiative.
Yeah, that's a good.
See,
point.
I remember stuff.
You're
stuff.
not as stupid as you look, which is fortunate because otherwise you'd be
Dead.
basically a vegetable.
I'd be a turnip.
Like Graham, the football manager. Who was the one they called them the turnip?
Graham Taylor.
Graham Taylor.
No, I was going to be more like
What
Baldrick, who's got a thingy shaped like a turnip.
Oh.
Who used to go down the market and scare children.
So friendly team +1 initiative. It's a thing. I don't know how super useful it is. It's a thing.
It's a
there.
+1 initiative, mate. I
+1
think
initiative. Yeah, it's pretty
You
good.
know.
But it's only Hill Rate 2, which is.
good. Fucking purple wearing bastards.
Most wanted. Once per turn.
Wanted! Wanted! Dead or alive! Dead or alive! Dead or alive! Sorry, Mr. Bon Jovi, for completely destroying that song for you. Wake up in the morning and I raise my weary head. I've got an old coat for a pillow and
And an old man for a
bed.
head.
And an old man for a bed.
For a head.
Old
An
bed.
old man for a head.
Ooh, right, go on.
I
Most
come up
wanted.
to my neck, and then there's an old man at the end of my neck hole. Anyway, most
Oh, you know
wanted.
the Skeletor and He-Man advert?
Oh yeah.
I can't watch it anymore now because I saw them putting all this stuff on. It ruined it for me.
Oh,
Ruined it for me.
yeah.
Ruined it. I'll get you next time, He-Man. Well, why, Skeletor? Not being funny, mate. Why couldn't you have done us all a favour and killed Orko? Just Orko. Keep
did
the
like-
rest of them. Just kill that fucking stupid
I
floating
did
twat.
like the Orko action figure when you pulled the thing and it spins around. That was really cool.
Why do they do that in cartoons? Every now and again they release a great cartoon and there's always some twatty little fucking sidekick that no one likes. Sausage!
Most wanted.
Dead or alive?
Once per turn, when a friendly guild model inflicts the taken out condition on an enemy model, after an EVP is gained, the friendly model can spend 3 momentum points to gain +1 additional victory point. Oh, that's cool. So you can
Have you seen how much momentum the fucking...
Captain Rage.
Oh, you are...
Captain Rage, he's a hero.
Going
He's going
over
to
it.
spend all his extra momentum points to get extra victory points.
Fuck the...
But it's only heal rate 2.
It should be a heal rate -2.
-2.
Fucking hell.
You actually
Really?
spend a point of thing. That's Captain Rage all over.
Shit, that is, isn't it? That's Oh, Blackheart.
Broke heart.
Blackheart could be all over that, like
Broken heart.
jizz on your face.
Broken heart.
That's horrible.
But it feels good. Captain Rage!
And the last one.
The final card. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Stop it.
Pirates Ransom. At the end of the initiative phase, if your opponent has the initiative, the friendly team gains +1 additional momentum point.
Oh, great. So if they fail the initiative roll, they get 2 momentum.
That's good. Well, that's
Again, it's not a victory point for scoring or for...
it changes momentums. And it's only a heal of 3, so the...
Mwah, mwah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying how it is. So let's have a quick scan of the teams. So the Union have a maximum of 3 and a minimum of 2. Yes.
Yes, they do.
Which is lower than average, or at
Spooks
least
have-
what the current average is.
Spooks have 2 3s and a 4.
2 3s and a 4. Masons have 2 3s and a 4. The Hunters have 2 3 4.
So they're standard-ish. As standards go.
The Fish have 2 3 4.
That's because they're cogs.
The Engineers have
2 3 3.
2 3s and a 2.
Slightly under par.
The Farmers have a 3 4 5.
Someone likes the farmers, don't they?
Yes, I do. The Blacksmiths have 2 3s and a 4. The Butchers have 2 2s and a 3.
That's because they're cogs.
So they are
Way under.
as low as the Union when it comes to generating
Yes, they are. They are.
healings and stuff. I don't want to talk about them. You have to
The Brewers, 4 4 5. Way up there. Way. Just
Because
swallow.
you know what tough hide teams need? more healing.
Swallow it, bitch.
And the alchemists have a 2-3-4. So
It's
does,
an interesting.
It doesn't
They are
change radically every single team, because you could just take the 4 and get the bonus. So like, I don't know, the farmers.
yes, but the interesting thing is like the Union
yeah,
don't have the 4.
exactly. Yeah,
The
and the
Brewers
butchers don't.
Butchers don't have the 4.
Yeah, yeah. So there are, and the engineers don't have that either.
They don't have a 4 either.
So they're your 3 teams that don't have a standard.
That's
4.
interesting.
But all the other teams could just go, I'll have a 4.
I'd
which
say
is
the 4 and be
your
done with it.
current average, and they'll get the bonus of whatever the bonus is.
That's interesting. Is it because they think these 3 teams are overpowered?
Well, the Butchers one especially, I think, is
That makes
not
the Butcher
relevant because of the Bloodthirsty. Everyone gets Life Drinker.
Yeah.
So essentially you can still heal,
Yeah.
even though you're not spending it momentum-wise. So that's kind
I
of...
wonder why the engineers have taken that little bit of a hit.
Because something that... Well, may I have a look at one of the... It doesn't matter which one. Yes, it says they're all bullshit. The engineers are bullshit. Useful, like, by the way, useful, like,
So there you go. That's
that's what we think.
what do we think? All in all, I think it's a
It's a
nice
good
little
idea.
addition. It's fun. It's been thought through very, very well.
Yep. It doesn't change fundamentally how the game is played. So,
No,
although we've seen Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 of Guild Ball, we haven't seen... I wouldn't say we've seen like a full... This isn't now like 3rd edition or 4th edition or whatever. It just changes something.
it changes it enough to make sure that established players find something new in it to play.
And you could easily play without them.
Yeah, you could.
If you, I mean, obviously we don't know when these are going to be. We know they're dropping now to
Look.
public release, but we don't know when they're going to be official in tournaments, or even if they
Or
are.
even if they will, they might not. Personally, I hope they do because I think it's a nice little addition. I do like it.
And I like the idea of being able to go to a tournament and going. I mean, I'm just picking the Alchemist ones because they're on the top.
Yep.
But I like the idea of going. You're playing X team. Oh well, you're pretty glass cannony. So I'm going to take this. Watch the world burn, so I can do more damage to you. Or actually, well, you're pretty tough and resilient. So maybe I'm going to take lead to gold because I know I'm going to have AOE's and I want to score those extra VPs quickly,
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
It's
Or I know I'm
it's a
so
clever little
players.
addition. It really is. However, as much as I don't like to praise companies for what they do
Because you're a miserable old cunt.
because I'm a miserable cunt. But
Miserable old cunt.
a miserable old cunt. The only problem I've got with this,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going, I can't fit them in my fucking box. It's more fucking cards, you cocks.
But you only need 3 for your team. Well, one only needs 3 for one's team.
We don't. We're always going to need all of them, aren't
Well,
we?
yeah, 'cause
all of the
because
cards.
we're
I'm not printing out another
douchebags.
set for you. You can
No,
fuck
no.
off.
No, I'm just saying. But
Team
one doesn't need all of the cards.
One sheet might want them. Anyway, that was the second instalment of First Thoughts, coming to you live
Ish,
and direct
ish. Through the YouTubes.
from a small.
If you like tubes and you like yourself, you'll love tubes.
Coming at you from the Battle Cave, that was the Battlehammers' First Thoughts on Gix.
Gigs. Let us know
Gigs.
what you think in the comments down below. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you think that some are just redonkulous and others are shit?
But don't just say they're shit.
Do
Give us a
explain.
reason why you think they're shit.
It doesn't
or-
have to be mathematical or scientific, but at least
Yeah,
a reason.
if you're going to do a mathematical thing, don't bother. Don't bother wasting your fingertips typing because I ain't going to fucking read it. Not if it's mathematical. If it's a gamey fluff kind of thing, then I will read it. Otherwise, I will leave that to my bod.
Hello, I'm a wizard.
Hello! You're not a wizard, are you? No, you're not. So, until the next port of call of this sort of thing.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it. Want to subscribe if you don't like it. Don't want to subscribe. You don't have to like and subscribe. You would like if you liked and subscribe.
And until next time, pretend you're a robot taking over the world.
Jizzing in the face. I really need a wee. I need a wee for about the last hour.
So am I.